Stay my blade from the flesh of the innocent. Hide in plain sight. Never compromise the assassin brotherhood. These are the tenets of the creed, the principles I used to live by. I was a young man then. The 7 Years' War was about to begin. I could not have imagined what the future had in store for me, nor the cost I would choose to bear. My name is Shay Patrick Cormac. This is my story.
Well, no messing around here on Rogue. The first objective we have is to kill the assassin. So I suppose we should go and get him. Looks like he's stopped, kind of unsuspecting. We'll take him from the air.
Well, we won't lack for firewood at least.
Admit it, I nearly had you.
Nearly counts for nothing, Shay. And besides, no. That was just luck.
I make my own luck, Liam.
You've been saying that for years, but you're precious little to show for it. Or have you been spending it all getting out of trouble?
Well, you know, trouble just follows me around.
Let's head back. Come on. Captain Deliver André and his crew must have run into some trouble. Who knew meeting with smugglers would lead to no good?
Our first database entry of the game, Liam O'Brien. Born 1726 and death unknown, Liam was born in Plymouth, Massachusetts, to Irish immigrants. After years of struggling to survive on a farm, the family moved to New York, where his father began to work for a rich merchant, loading ships bound for England. Liam eventually joined him, and it was there he first met a young boy named Shay Cormac, who was visiting his father in the Merchant Marines. The two boys became friends, and Liam looked after the younger boy, who lived in a rough neighborhood and was showing a talent for getting into trouble. As Liam continued to work, he was shocked to learn that despite all the profits made by their employer, the employees remained underpaid and mistreated. Tensions rose between the two sides. In 1736, Liam recruited a few of his young co-workers to begin robbing their employer. However, he was caught and was forced to kill a man in self-defense. In order to protect his son, his father took the blame for the murder and was executed by the authorities. Lost, Liam drifted from one job to the next, distancing himself from everyone he knew, including his young friend Shay. He kept on robbing New York's richer citizens so he could send money to his mother, whom he was too ashamed to face. In 1738, he met Achilles, who began to give him small tasks to perform, such as delivering messages to a Wolastoic man named Kesegawase in the frontier. Achilles' influence grew on him. He began to look up to the man who finally managed to teach him about right and wrong, and eventually the assassins and their creed. In 1743, Liam became Achilles' first mentee and quickly learned from him. Liam helped Achilles recruit the remainder of his colonial brotherhood, Chevalier de la Virendry, Kesegawase, and Hope. In 1748, Liam found his childhood friend Shay Cormac, whose life was shattered after his father died at sea. Liam helped him get back on his feet, and the two became inseparable. Later that year, Liam introduced Shay to Achilles, and it wasn't long before his young friend joined the assassins. Liam was tasked to keep an eye on the latest recruit.
I still don't understand why you can't tell me what we're doing here.
Because Chevalier decided not to tell you.
I thought we were friends, Liam.
We are, but this is business. It doesn't concern you, Shay. Am I going too fast for you?
I'm just keeping an eye on you, in case you fall down and hurt yourself.
Hurry. We best not keep Chevalier waiting.
Où sont ces crétins?
Hurry. We best
Hold it
not keep
together, men.
Chevalier...
Where the hell were you two?
We're out hunting. What happened here?
My men were attacked by some English sea dogs.
Why, Captain Joseph. Couldn't you fight them all off by yourself like you're always saying?
It is Capitaine Louis-Joseph Gauthier, Chevalier de la Vérendrye. And you are dreaming if you think any training could make you into a proper assassin. Do you even know what that means? It means being responsible for an ancient and proud tradition. It means obeying your mentor without question. How else will we ensure freedom for the human race?
Them's pretty words, Chevalier. But I don't feel too free at the moment.
Well then, feel educated! I will teach you some manners, boy.
Seems like they're sticking with this whole fistfight thing in the beginning of the game for a tutorial.
You irresponsible wretch.
It makes sense and all, but it gets a little redundant after a while.
I will teach you some manners, boy.
Gentlemen, stop! We got a common enemy, and I reckon he's close.
The Royal Navy attack my vessel and force my men to flee. We are stranded, and what is worse, the smugglers we were supposed to meet have been taken prisoner.
Shay and I'll free those smugglers. You, treat your wounded. Take these. You'll need them. Tread with care, Shay. The Royal Navy will be ready for us. Remember your training. Ready to teach them a lesson?
They don't stand a chance.
Where are your mates
bad.
now, you...
Louis Joseph Gauthier, Chevalier de la Vérendrye. Hopefully I said that right. Louise, or whatever you want to call him, was born to a family of explorers on Ilox Vaches, in New France. In 1735, he went on his first expedition with his father to Fort St. Charles on Lake of the Woods. A year later, he re-established Fort Maurepas. He was rewarded with the title of Chevalier, or Knight, from his father, who passed over Louis Joseph's older brother to do so. He spent the next 4 years exploring North Dakota and Manitoba. In 1744, Louis became a frontier post commander for the French government. It was around this time that he met Achilles and Liam O'Brien and helped them complete an assassin mission. In 1746, Achilles asked Louis to join him, an offer that was gladly accepted. Louis lost his father in 1749, and further explorations westward were disrupted by politics. Later that same year, he met Shay for the first time and took an instant dislike to him. In 1752, Louis returned to fur trading, but business did not go well for him. That's unfortunate. I'm actually pretty close to some of these places that they mentioned. Perhaps I'll visit them. It seems most of them are in Canada. But, yeah, it'd be still cool to do so. Or near Canada, some of them are.
There goes again.
So, yeah. But some of them are on, like, that northern tip of Minnesota, which there's, like, water that separates all that. So if you look at a map, it would be like the landmass of Canada, not the US, but the US like owns that portion where the fort is that they had mentioned. So yeah, it'd be cool to go and see that.
Many thanks.
I'm sure that they'd welcome me up there into Canada, eh? Alright, we gotta free the smugglers off the Morgan there. That's what that... Yeah, Morgan. Got it right. Pretty nice ship, huh? Seems a little wider than the Jackdaw. The Jackdaw seemed a little bit more slim. Oh, that guy didn't notice us completely. He's going down. Maybe not. There's a bunch of icons on the map that I don't recognize. But I guess Shay's a little different. So, shake. Just nobody's paying attention whatsoever here. Like you would hear something, right? Excuse me, boys. Just stay there. Death.
I was saving those fellas for you.
Very thoughtful. Maybe you were not completely useless, Shay.
Speaking of useless, those blockheads won't be needing this vessel anymore.
This pile of mail? You want her, Shay? She is yours. Now bring me back to my ship.
You heard, Chevalier? This vessel is yours, Shay. Go on. Take the wheel. Some of the men you rescued agreed to join us. They should prove a good crew.
I'm not so certain about their captain, but next to me you are the most experienced sailor in the Brotherhood, Shay. Besides, we could use another vessel. Even this pitiful one.
She's mine, ain't she? My own ship.
Your own pile of garbage, yes?
Ah, with a lick of paint and a few new cannons, she'll look as fine as anything on the Seven Seas.
Shall we begin, Captain?
Indeed, mate.
Connor.
She's a mess, but she's still afloat. And her name's the Morgan.
Morgan? That silly fairy queen who ruined Merlin, the wise? Oh, she's perfect for you, Shay.
Morgan was an old goddess, queen of war and darkness. She harvested the souls of fallen warriors.
Perfect indeed.
A ship! Ces enfants de chienne! They will sink her!
Let's put the Morgan to the test, Captain Shay.
Ready for battle, men!
Easy prey, no match for us!
Don't know if this is an icebreaker or not. It doesn't seem to have a ram on it.
Stop them, boy!
that would be useful for breaking through ice, but
They're tearing her to
Yeah, I don't know.
pieces! Do something!
I don't even know if they're called icebreakers or not.
Douse the rails and
But,
box!
We'll figure it out later.
Sail, sir! Awaiting orders, sir!
Oh shit! Seems this vessel is battle ready after all. I will return to what is left of the Gerfaut. It's a long way home. We have repairs to do.
Sing hearty, lads. Chevalier is pleased with us.
Now you're ready to sail for the Horn. We're rolling go. Our boots and our clothes are all in the We're rollicking dandy, dandy.
What course would you have me set, Shay?
Time to report back to the mentor. Wouldn't you agree?
Wise words, Captain. Wise words.
What the hell did you do? It's some kind of dormant virus? Shit! Hang on, I'm getting you out of there.
Please proceed calmly. Please remain calm. Do not panic.
Sorry for the rough exit. Earpiece working, check. You were just in an animus. Animus, yes? You were using it to access a genetic memory file in Helix labeled Shay Cormac? You work for Abstergo Entertainment, remember? Any of this ringing a bell? Your session triggered something bad, and it's affecting the whole building. We need to find your boss. You haven't forgotten your boss, have you? Melanie LeMay, zipper, chipper, overachiever? Here, take your communicator, check it if you got lost. Now let's get out of here.
This is not a drill. Please
Follow me. Double time.
to the nearest exit.
This chaos is absolutely your fault, in case you're wondering.
Everyone, just like we practiced in our safety drills. Everything is gonna be okay, guys. Stay positive.
Not a test.
What the hell is happening?
A file labeled Shay Cormac was booby-trapped with some kind of virus.
Your job is to prevent things like this.
We need to contain these genetic memories, then we can destroy them.
No. Isolate them. I want to study these memories.
But
With respect, Miss LeMay, this is not a request.
You heard the man.
fine.
I need to borrow your numbskull. That okay with you, Ms. LeMay?
Hey there, this might seem a bit weird, but you're gonna work for contractors we hired to, upgrade our security. Mr. Otto Berg and Miss Violet DaCosta.
Call me Violet.
I have to go check on our people and prepare a statement for the press. Do whatever they tell you to do, okay? Go team!
Technically, you're not responsible for this, but you're the one who let the virus out, so I think it's only fair you help me clean it up. Mr. Berg wants us to relive Shay's genetic memories. To do that, we need to access them from Helix. But the Helix is down. We'll have to reboot the main servers in the basement. Man, whoever designed this virus is a genius. Not only does it restrict our access to the cloud, it's adapted to fuck up the other operating systems that regulate building functions. Melanie? The elevators are out of commission. Are we stuck on this floor?
Damn, yes. I'll get a repair crew on site ASAP.
There's a working area server on this floor. I guess that'll have to do for now.
Agent DaCosta, I want regular updates on your progress with Shay's genetic memories.
Why? He's just a nobody as far as I can tell.
If Shay Cormac is who I suspect he is, then this temporary setback may provide us with an unexpected reward. Proceed to the server room on this floor.
Couple of things. Numbskull? Really? I should punch you in your face. Calling me numbskull. Number 2, do we have amnesia? Is that what's going on? And why? Like, we didn't get hit in the head or nothing. The Animus just messed us up so bad that, that's what we got going on. And 3, that's a hazard, and probably not OSHA approved that they don't have stairs.
Do you see a flashing wireless signal? Great. That means you can still access systems. Go ahead and patch me into their feed. restore the server, I'll connect your Animus workstation back to Helix. In theory, if you align the beams to segments of the core, it should solve the problem. But here's where it gets tricky. You have to move the circles in such a way that each segment is powered by a beam. The keyword here is each. One beam and one beam only per core segment, okay? Once everything is lit up properly, the system will reboot. Got it? Give it a shot. Good job. This core wasn't too complex. But rebooting the advanced hardware in the rest of the building will require more work.
The assassins would have you believe that Al-Mualim was a great mentor who became corrupted with greed, and that he schemed with the Templars to acquire an apple of Eden. I see instead a shrewd and cunning leader, a man who used his best assassin, Altair ibn Lahad, to eliminate his conspirators in order to keep the apple for himself, so that he could use it to enforce world peace. While it must be stated unequivocally that Al-Mualim was not a Templar, it is interesting to me that his vision of peace was more in line with Templar philosophy than assassin. In the past, both sides had the same goal, that of peace. Our only difference was how we chose to achieve it. Had Al-Mualim not been killed by Altair and allowed to carry out his plan, perhaps we would not be fighting now. It was only after Altair reformed the Brotherhood with its new ideals of free will that the conflict truly escalated and spread across the planet. For if the so-called wise man of the mountain can see things from our point of view, surely the same can be said for other assassins.
Alright, cool. We get these things again. They kind of tell us a little bit more, I think, than the other game. So it doesn't seem like we're the same guy that did Edward Kenway's stuff. Right.
Okay. So I'm not sure you're supposed to see that. You should just get back to your Animus. With the servers back online, you could, in theory, restore your co-workers' workstations if you feel like being helpful. And you could, in theory, find some more digital goodies if you feel like being sneaky.
Really? You an assassin?
Hey, one of your co-workers dropped his communicator by the elevator. If you see any tech lying around like that, grab them. There might be a clue as to who did this.
She blamed me earlier.
Now that you have unlocked Shay Cormac's memories, we stand on the brink of a grand discovery. I know you must have questions about your new assignment, or about me. For now, all I will say is that Shay's story contains the answers. Shay will lead you to a greater understanding.
Got it, dude. Yeah, it's kind of weird that she's like, you can go and hack this guy's computer if you want. Just feel like that's a little bit weird. Alright, so we can double up on the green one, but only on the line that it connects to or whatever. And they don't turn sideways. So, yeah, I can see these ones getting tricky, but it seems to... Oh, that one's a reflective one. Like, it seems to do it at an angle or something. Okay, so we need to line up one of these with the green one. Anyways, these are going to be tricky, I think, but we'll skip most of them. I think maybe they're the same. If there's anything different, maybe I'll show it. I don't know, whatever.
Following the Great Purge of 2000, William Miles became the de facto leader of the Assassins. A cunning and ruthless strategist, he trained several agents who infiltrated Abstergo, including Clay Kazmarek and Lucy Stillman. In late 2012, I captured William Miles in Cairo and delivered him to Warren Vidic in Rome. Miles' son, Desmond, attacked Abstergo, killed Vidic and Master Templar Daniel Cross. He fled to a First Civilization temple in New York. On December 21st, Desmond Miles was killed inside the precursor structure. The grieving William Miles went underground and left the Brotherhood in the hands of Gavin Banks. Banks led a small team across the globe, attempting to rebuild assassin cells. We have confirmed sightings in Kyoto, Moscow, and Paris. Miles resurfaced in late 2013, and we have confirmed his involvement in the infiltration of Abstergo Entertainment Montreal by the assassins Sean Hastings and Rebecca Crane. Both Miles and Banks remain at large. Agent DaCosta has tasked the Akashic satellite Plexus to sweep the planet for traces of assassin activities. We have yet to locate them.
Sounds like they're hiding out pretty good. Well, I guess there's... Oh, we don't get every computer to unlock this time. And that door is level 3, so we're not getting in. Yeah, if we were our other character, we would have been able to get into all these places already. I like how there's the guards up here. Yuck, dude. Huh. Nice. Nerf or nothing. They have pistols and things like that. Far Cry 3. I'll play that eventually. Alright, here we go again.
Okay. The numbskull is in another Animus session, and I've required caffeine. All is right with the world.
Good.
This isn't really your kind of mission, is it, boss?
Every mission is important in its own way.
Still, I bet you'd rather be out with the rest of the team, hunting Sean Hastings or something.
Wouldn't you?
Hell yeah. I want a front row seat for that show.
Any word from Sorkin?
He's scheduled to update me in 43 minutes.
Good.
Can I ask you something?
Of course.
What's it like, using an Animus?
I went through the Animi training program. It felt like the drills we used to do in the UT Jaeger.
You never use a normal Animus like this one? To relive your own genetic history?
Only once.
Really? Who were you?
I was a young man. On the Viking raid on Lindsey Farn.
793, northeastern coast of England. Sorry, history nerd. So, how was it?
It was summer. Good sailing weather. The monastery was a center for religious studies, and we crashed into the city like a tidal wave.
And?
We pillaged and burned. They thought we were demons. The details of the memory were so vivid. I lost myself in the bloodlust. I defeated a Saxon, a great warrior, but did not want to kill him. I invited him to join our clan.
Ah, Norse adoption rituals. The chance to sail the world with the Vikings.
Yes. A chance to see the world as it really is.
What happened then?
He wept. Then he cried out that God had abandoned his people and that nothing remained but chaos. I felt such pity for him. I killed him without a second thought.
After we're done here, are we gonna have to kill the numbskull?
We will see.
Well, that's a little early to hear that we might just be killed after we're all done here. Alright, let's see. Okay, there's a couple more, at least in this room. I think that one's locked. So, I don't know. We'll walk around. We'll see what we can find if I don't get stuck on beanbag chairs. Okay, that one's level 3. Can't get in there. We get... Okay, that's 1. We'll go to that. And in a bit. Here's another one here.
Hey, boss. Calling from Germany?
Yes, I am in Essen, searching for an artifact called the Ankh of Isis. Can you tell me anything about it?
Give me a minute to fire up my machines here. Okay. Not much. There's an obscure file from the data dump scanner that mentions it. It was allegedly 14th century Germany, where an assassin named Lucas Zergberg fought a Templar offshoot called the Brothers of the Cross. Huh, how original.
That's the file that led me to this bland shit pile. Is there anything else? Anything outside of Abstergo official records?
Nobody's ever seen the thing. There's all kinds of stories about its history, from Roman Gallia, Egypt during the Middle Ages, and even a cell of modern-day assassins. Oh, and it apparently raises the dead.
Is there any evidence to support this?
None at all. You know what I think? I think this is bullshit the assassins are spreading around so that people like us waste our valuable time sniffing after it. Smells like a trap.
Agreed. Keep an eye out for new information about the Ankh. While it may not lead to an artifact, we may be able to follow the data back to some assassins.
You got it, boss. Where are you off to next?
Cuba. I'm going to excavate the observatory.
Wow, these guys are ambitious. And we are definitely helping them out a lot. Not that they can use any of it. Maybe some of it. But, yeah, we're learning a lot right away. This is crazy. I can imagine what we're going to learn later.
I can't let you in here. I suggest you move along.
Move along. Move along. Oh, that's the guy. That's the boss man, I think. He's behind a glass door. He's the boss. Why doesn't he just talk to her? Why does he have to do it over the phone? Alright, here we go. Oh, there's a bunch on that side. One? What? This is level 1? I can't get through here? Lame.
Haytham Kenway remains a controversial figure for me. I have great respect for him. After all, he was the Grand Master of the Colonial Rite, charged with finding a precursor site. Haytham was cunning and ruthless, but he had a streak of emotional weakness that ultimately triggered his downfall. He lost his father when he was a child, and the British Grand Master Reginald Birch raised him to become a Templar Knight. Haytham eventually learned that his father, Edward, had been an assassin. That he chose to stay a Templar, rather than follow in his father's footsteps, indicates to me that he believed he was already on the right path. When Haytham discovered that Birch was the one who murdered his father, he and his sister killed him in revenge. I believe this was the beginning of his downfall. Templars kill for efficiency, not petty emotions. When he discovered that his son Connor was an assassin working against him in the colonies, the same emotional weakness stayed his blade. A pity Connor did not show him the same mercy.
Reginald Birch. And he found out and killed him. That's something. Alright, here's that data pad we were asked to pick up. To Robert Fraser, CC Adrian St. Clair, Victoria Bibo. I don't know if I said that right. From Melanie LeMay. Hi, Robert. You come highly recommended, and I'm thrilled to have you in our studio. I'm putting you to work on a special project for me. Your subject is Arnaud Dorian. His story takes place during the French Revolution. I want you to explore every avenue of his life that you can. The goal is to have a new blockbuster to present to the Abstergo brass next year. As such, this is a super classified. Your direct supervisor will be Adrian St. Clair. I don't know if it's St. Clair. CC'd. You can only discuss the project with Adrian or myself, as you'll probably be logging some overtime in your Animus. I've added mandatory weekly meeting with our psychiatrist, Dr. Bibu. to make sure that you're not suffering from any bleeding effect. Welcome to Abstergo Entertainment. Don't let me down. Signed, Melanie LeMay.
Nice find. If it was me, I'd snoop to see if there's any juicy stuff on it. But I might be a terrible person.
I think it's weird that if she is truly a Templar, she would scold us for doing stuff like that. But instead she seems to kind of reward us. Or not reward us, but be like, oh, like, I sneak into those things if I was you. Alright, document 12. To Jean Brunette from Melanie, August 17th, 2014, Loreno Torres. I don't know how to say this politely, so please don't think this is anything personal or a reflection of you or your work. You're a star. But I think doing an entire virtual feature about Loreno Torres is the single most boring pitch that's ever come across my desk. Sorry, Melanie LeMay. So, no film or video game about Mr. Torres. They seem to like to stick to the assassins instead of increasing their own popularity. Maybe that would make people look into them. I don't know what their goal is here. Let's see here if we can't find another one of these tablets or something. Oh, there's one. Document 8 to Christina Urich from Melanie. Date August 1st, 2014, about Aveline. I'd like to explore the possibility of a follow-up to Liberation. We have some footage of Aveline's activities in New England. It seems clear that she was still very active later in life. Ideally, I'd like a sequel to Liberation or some kind of follow-up, but I understand that's going to take some resources that we don't have right now. A quick fix option is to reuse existing assets and take a more family-friendly angle on her story. From a scrappy servant to a woman of dignity and poise, experience the heartwarming 18th century tale of a young Creole woman as she struggles to find her long-lost mother and heal the wounds of separation forever. Additionally, the liberation of Lady Aveline might open up some revenue from women, which is a demographic I think we have been ignoring for far too long. Signed, Melanie. I think that's the bathroom. I like their little shelves and stuff. There's Far Cry 3 again. Ubisoft promoting their own games inside of their own games. I bet they thought that was clever. I would assume there's at least one of those tablets on a couch or something. Everybody just reads and places the magazines down exactly like that. Sturgo's got trophies. What up, bro? I can't really see his badge, but I don't think that looks like you. That guy has an obsession with somebody there in the wall. I don't see a tablet here. Oh, no, that's a headset, I think. Alright. Let's see if we can't find another one. Okay, so I found one, and I'm pretty sure I walked over it earlier. This one is from M.O. Bildrolt from Melanie, 16 July 2014, about Ezio. Hi, M.O. I agree that Ezio's shady character makes him unsuitable for a leading role, so maybe we can take him out altogether and create a virtual tourism feature. Something like travel to the Italian Renaissance for a taste of fine wine, free thought, and filthy hearts as Abstergo. Entertainment shows you the true meaning of enlightenment. Attend wild parties, witness spectacles unseen for 500 years, and rub elbows with the most famous nerd the world has ever known, Leonardo da Vinci. I'm also considering a series focusing on some notable serial killers of history. Ezio certainly qualifies. Anyways, have a think and let me know what you come up with. Signed by Melanie. Sounds like she's been putting a lot of ideas out there lately. Are we finding...
Nothing to see here.
Move along. Move along. I know, I got it. Are we're to assume that these are the tablets of those people? Or I doubt it. We just find them and everybody gets everything in Abstergo. Like, the system's just all linked. But only for, you know, certain things, I suppose. I don't know. I guess if we could just access everything, wouldn't be... There wouldn't be much to go and find and stuff. I don't know about those people. I haven't seen them. Maybe they're in a different game I haven't played yet. You see that on the wall? I wonder what that is. Assassin's Creed Rising Phoenix. Alright, well, I think we've explored what we can, so we'll jump back into the Animus here, see what's going on.
It has been a long time.
Achilles.
Adewale, how go things in the West Indies?
Very poorly, I'm afraid.
Your countenance tells me we should discuss this. Come.
Who's our visitor?
That's Adewale. He was a slave who freed himself, and hundreds of his brothers in the West Indies. That man's a living incarnation of the Creed.
I see.
You join me for some practice?
Soon. I've got other business first.
Tell me what happened, old friend.
It was terrible, Achilles. The ground shook, and the ocean waves crashed over Port-au-Prince.
How many were lost?
Thousands. No family was left untouched.
I hate to bring up practical matters at a time like this. But did Macandal's man complete his task before the earthquake hit?
I cannot know. Vonredi has not been found. He was a strong Maroon, one of Macandal's best students.
Such a shame. So we cannot know if he found the site.
Indeed. But if there was a temple under the waves, I doubt it is still standing.
And the artifacts that showed the way?
Stolen. The Templars broke in during the chaos. They seized the manuscript and precursor box. I gave chase on the sea, but lost their trail when they reached New York.
We must consider what to do next.
I know our objective was to go to the training area, but if it's going to give me the opportunity to listen in on...
I heard that Liam's waiting for you. Seen him yet?
Who's that guy? Why is everybody dressed like this? Okay, thanks. And this place is pretty poppin'.
You are late.
Oh, what did I miss?
Only the first hour of training.
We're always training, Kisagawase.
And will continue to do so.
Do not waste your words. Shay abhors improvement as much as cats abhor leashes.
Hey.
A pity. The boy has so much potential. but so little discipline.
All right. All right. What would you have me do?
Well played.
Alright, from each of our teachers, we need to do a little training. I suppose we'll start with Liam here.
So, what's the challenge today?
Shooting straight and true. Here, you can use these.
These are yours.
Well, I want you to have half a chance of succeeding. Go on. Shoot these targets. You can take your time, but not too much. More work after this. Reload. Anyone can hit targets standing still. Let's see how you do on the run. Come on, hurry up.
I feel like this place is pretty lively. It almost seems like Connor's been around for a while, but this is happening before Connor's time at the homestead here, so that's kind of why I think it's a bit weird.
Running out.
Yeah, whatever, dude. We're the best. Like we played these before.
Well done, Shay. Keep it up. You're doing all right, Shay. And don't let the others vex you. They mean well, but they'll never show it.
Well, you know, maybe they should. Alright, next we have dress. Hope. We have Hope.
It's about time you showed up.
Far be it from me to keep a lady waiting.
I'm no lady here. And don't you forget it. I'm your teacher. And you're better.
Well, some of that is true at least. What would we be doing?
Exploring a myriad ways to end a life. You two! Make yourselves useful and watch Shay. Can you kill without being noticed? You certainly know how to handle yourself.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Alright, gotta do a sprint, a bush kill, and a kill from above kill.
Take the high ground, Shay. Dispatching from the air is most effective.
Okay. There's our bush kill. Okay, maybe that didn't count. How about this one? There's our, at least, okay, we got a sprinting kill. Okay, here's the bush kill. You know what? We'll do the...
Take the high ground, Shay. Dispatching from the air is most effective.
Very well, we will do that.
Top form, Shay.
Alright, and the bush kill. Alright, for whatever reason it wouldn't let me do the bush kill until now, so we'll do that now.
Handle yourself. You did better than I expected. Have your skills actually grown, Shay? Do not get a swelled head over it.
Oh, we're gonna. Head's gonna be huge.
Shay, follow me. It's time you learn to survive in the frontier.
I think I've been managing well enough so far.
Perhaps. But there is more I can teach you.
Kasigawase, born 1730, unknown death date. Kasigawase was born in Wolastaquika territory. I don't know, that's terrible, I can't say that. In what is now New Brunswick. Until his teens, he lived in a walled village surrounded by farmed fields where he practiced hunting, fishing, and various survival skills. As European hostilities grew, Kisigawase joined other men of his village as mercenaries helping the French army. In 1746, he met Achilles and Liam O'Brien, I like how they say his last name every time, who were working with the French army on behalf of the assassins. They were impressed with his prowess and determination and invited him to join the Brotherhood. In 1749, he met Shay and became one of his instructors. And that's it.
It is time for the hunt.
If it were me, I would have broken a leg just now. Shay's much better at this than I am.
Use all your senses together to find prey.
Little voice switch on there. I don't think I need to use too many senses. I see him. I just took him down.
Killing should not be meaningless. We must use what nature gives us. Good. Now to use what you have taken from nature. With these, you can keep your pistols close. Achilles has one more thing to show you.
Alright, let's go and meet up with Achilles. But while we have a second and we're going there, I just heard that President Trump got shot today. That's 7/13/24. Take it how you will. A day to remember, I suppose. What in the world is going on these days? You know? And the comments people have on the internet about it? Are you kidding me? It's ridiculous, I tell you. We shouldn't be shooting people.
Shay, I hear you've become quite the marksman.
Generous gift. Thank you, Mentor.
My ship awaits, Achilles. The people of Haiti will make good use of your supplies. I trust you will retrieve what has been lost.
Lost?
The Templars stole 2 precious artifacts. A manuscript of ancient wisdom and a box that allows one to understand its language.
I have tracked the Templar as far as this coast, but I fear the rest is up to you, my friend.
Farewell, Adewale. Whoever controls the artifacts can access precursor sites of power. We must recover them, or none are safe.
All right, Hope Jensen in the database. Let's take a look at that. Born 1732, unknown death date. Hope was born in New York City to a modest family, but was placed in an orphanage after her parents died. She was adopted by a German couple who hoped to build a new life for themselves in the colonies. They symbolized this desire in the name of their adopted daughter, Hope. Barf City, signed V. Years of hard work finally paid off for Hope's father, who saw his business endeavors turn great profits, and her family rubbed elbows with New York's elite. But despite their wealth and best efforts to fit in, they are never truly accepted in New York's finer circles. Were never, yeah. Are is the wrong word for that. Continuing on, though. Hope received a good education from private tutors and gradually realized that the world was unfair. In 1742, Hope's adopted father disappeared under mysterious circumstances, never to be seen again. Later that same year, her father's former business partners took control of the family business, leaving her adopted mother with nothing. Hope and her mother were destitute, forced to live on the streets. Hope's mother died after a long and painful disease. Despite Hope's best efforts at stealing food and medicine, Hope vowed never to depend on anyone ever again. Fun fact, life's not fair, but I gotta admire this girl's hustle. Signed, V. In 1746, Hope met Achilles, who was impressed by her survival instincts, pickpocketing skills, and strength of will. She was inducted into the Brotherhood a year later. Achilles ordered her to set up a network in New York City, and before long, Hope controlled most of New York's organized crime. Well, I guess controlling that would be beneficial, I suppose. Next up, we have Adewale, born 1692, died unknown. We read this before, but we'll read it again. From a different game, we read it before. Born to enslaved parents in Trinidad, Adewale was sold to an owner of a prosperous plantation in his teens and escaped, joining some buccaneers who raided that plantation. Adewale sailed with the group for several years. He honed his skills as a sailor, and in 1715 was captured by Spanish authorities, who decided to send him to Spain because of his speech skills, as in he knew a bunch of languages. He was loaded up onto a treasure fleet, and that's when Edward Kenway gets pulled into the picture. He helps Adewale escape. The two of them sail together for some time, Adewale being his quartermaster, Kenway's quartermaster, that is. And then the two kind of go separate ways because of morals and ideals. Adewale joins the assassins as Kenway continues to search for plunder and treasures and riches. Anyways, he does end up joining the assassins. Then later on, he goes to free slaves, and we just got done with Freedom Cry, so he does Freedom Cry stuff. And yeah, I mean, yeah. This part here is about him washing up in Port-au-Prince. Yep, there it is, you know, whose passion drew him to the Maroon cause. Yeah. And returned to the assassins, so after killing the governor, of course. But yeah, so there you go. There you have it. Next up is Achilles, born c. 1710. I don't know what that means. Died 1781. Achilles was born of Caribbean and British descent in the West Indies. In the middle 1730s, he was the last assassin to be recruited into the Brotherhood by its legendary mentor, Atabai. When his training was complete, Achilles was sent north to establish a brotherhood in the American colonies. Achilles married a woman named Abigail, and they had a son, Connor. Achilles established a homestead where his brotherhood could settle before expanding throughout the frontier. He recruited several promising colonials, including Liam, Chevalier, Louise. That's the same guy. Why do you have to put everybody's name down? Kisigawase, Hope, and Shay. To the Brotherhood, Achilles strengthened the ties between the Brotherhood and the nations of the Iroquois Confederacy, particularly the Kanan-Kehaka. I think after they're introduced, unless there's multiple Achilles or Brians or Liams, just a first name is fine. But alright, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. We're going to end this episode here, and we're going to jump right back in, meeting Liam over here on the docks for the next episode. Please do comment whatever you want to comment. Do like if you liked. Do subscribe if you're into subscribing. Do all the YouTube things that YouTube wants you to do. And we will see you next episode. Have a good one. Bye for now.